Yep.
If y'all don't know who we are, that's all I gotta say.
T.W.B. episode 4. Let's get it.
Today. Yo, pick up where you left off. We just going right into it, bro.
Yo, peace, family.
They're gonna have to keep up with us, bro. Come on.
Yo, nah, but that's what I was saying, bro. We're gonna really pick off because it's fire. I was just saying, bro, this is our
Yeah.
we just gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? So I was basically telling the gods that we really need to get back to understanding that a lot of our conversation that we have in the topic is really lowering our vibration and keep us trapped into this whole 3D dimension. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, and this why I'm glad we picking up too, because I wanted to say that people understand that this whole earth right now is moving into a different dimension. And just the way that we talk and right now spiritually is definitely the way to go, because our talk and our action is gonna keep us bounded here. Because a lot of people don't even know what type of bro, look at the clouds right now. Honestly, we gonna go crazy right now. Look how the clouds look. All my times of living, bro, I never felt like I've been so close to the clouds. Just that alone, you don't even notice. People just walk around every day and don't even understand that the earth is shifting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just that small fact. So, you know what I mean? So what are we like really talking about? Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's
right.
solution, but we still talking. You know what I'm saying? We still talking. I'm ready for the solution. I'm tired of this talking. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. That's why I think the Buddhist monks, like, they don't really talk that much. They go by the vow of silence, because the words are spells, and then sometimes that can slow you down. It can lift you up, but it can also slow you down. So they just act. They don't even say that. They just act.
Yeah.
And you just watch them and learn from what they do.
Up until this point, right?
That's a fact.
I was a child, bro. I've just seen the bullshit. I be in church, right? I just see the hypocrisy in the past teachers. Same people that are gonna be riding on people. Yo, don't do this. All y'all doing affairs. All y'all getting into these bad relationships. Be the same people in the worst affairs. Be the same people doing the worst BS.
Facts.
I'm thinking church is supposed to be some place where you can grow. You can tell people about your problems. You can come to heal. You can do all of that. I just see some of the
church
people.
Church is the worst
world, bro.
Yo, that's the worst. If you ain't never seen Greenleaf? Yo, watch Greenleaf.
I've seen a little bit of it, yeah, man.
Yo,
There's so many scandals that go to that TV show.
Well, no, I can't say that. It's good. A lot of people say, yo, don't really watch movies and stuff like that, but it's good to really watch.
They be having messages in there. Shoot, I'll watch them for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just to catch the messages. For sure.
A lot of old heads might say that, yo, you watching? Nah, man. Sometimes it's good to really go into them joints. Greenleaf will show you alone what the church is about. Like,
because I grew up in that environment. I'm not gonna lie. I came up part of New York. Haitian family from the Caribbean. All they know is pray Jesus, go to school, go to church. That's all they knew. And it's like, I'm just like, it used to polarize me. You know what I'm saying? Because I would go to school, see kids playing, be regular. And since I was like in a church family, I'm just like, nah, I shouldn't do this because this is against God, against the Lord, whatever. And I used to get made fun of as a kid too. And I couldn't understand, like, I'm living in two worlds right now. Like, I've been split since I was a child. I'm just like, I want to be over here with my friends. My parents won't let me. I want to go against my parents. I think God is going to punish me. I just kept living in this I used to 100% real. I used to come home on my knees and pray to somebody that wasn't going to answer, bro. I used to be like, yo, God, forgive me because I sinned again and things like that. I never, like, and it's like, I used to go back and forth. I believe in God. I don't believe in God. I believe in God. I don't believe in God. The second I decided to believe in myself, answer my own questions, I've never been closer to a God, a divine, higher being, higher self in my life, bro. And it's like, even to this day, my parents, they care about me, but they don't know the path I'm going down, bro. Like, they don't know that the future isn't in college, high school, all of these things and situations. They don't know the future is businesses, working together, building your own communities, doing a job, dropping a language together, their own system. They don't know that life. They don't know that life. I feel like a lot of people younger than, you know what I'm saying, that come up right now, they don't understand, or they're living on that bordering point right now. Like you said with the astrology, like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Mercury and Jupiter are coming out of retrograde on was the 15th, exactly the day it happened. The sun trined Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. The sun is your soul. On that day in time, bro, if you weren't already with the divine, if you weren't already feeling as if you're ready to expand, go beyond limits of what everybody was trying to tell you and things like that, you were down bad. You were down bad.
You're down.
Day. But if you were ready to expand and go beyond what you've currently come to believe, they blessed you, bro. God, the universe, the stars, they blessed you that day.
That's
and coming in 2 days, on the 20th, there's gonna be a new moon, a full moon in Aries. There's gonna be a full moon in Aries, and Mercury and Jupiter are coming out of retrograde. Now, what does that mean for anybody in the chat who don't know what that mean? Aries is the fire sign. It's the cardinal fire sign. It's about passion, getting things done, going headfirst into things. That's going to be on your moon. That's going to be your emotions. And like I just said, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, which means when it's done going retro, it's going to be going direct again. Direct means it's moving forward. We're going to be having to move forward with that fire in our heart to do what we got to do. And the final planet, Mercury is the planet of truth. How do we do this? How do we move forward with that fire in our heart to finally do that? What we got to do? We got to move in our truth. We got to move with the truth. We can't let nobody lie to us. We can't lie to ourselves. If we do something, we know we got to fire and go for it. We got to push for it. Everybody in this chat right now watching, catch the wave. You got to catch the wave, bro. There's an infinite abundance of money and all these things coming to you right now.
Coming to you, yeah, facts.
Don't let
you got to be on it.
Back. I don't care if the entire world around you is crumbling, bro. You will grow. You got to catch the wave, bro. That's why I love astrology too. It's kind of like the market. You watching the market. If you watch the market, you know what things are gonna happen. You're gonna know when you're going to a low point. You know when you're gonna go to a high point.
That's called, and that's why I be telling people. That's called knowing yourself. Like a lot of people say, "Yeah, I know myself." No, you don't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. They don't know nothing.
Yeah, you don't know yourself because if you know, because what I told you before we hopped on, I felt it, bro. On Friday, I just felt it. First, I felt it on me, but I caught it. Like, you just feel the energy. I'm like, oh, but I shake it off. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Get off of me. And plus, it was my soul I returned to, so that even gave me a confidence. Like, nah, we ain't letting nothing bother me. But when I'm looking around, I'm like, damn, like, yo. And even people calling me in the business, like, yo, the anxiety, the thing. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's the planets, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. So when you know yourself, you can control yourself. Say this is what all it about. Everything else.
That's powerful. When you know yourself, you control yourself.
That's how I feel. Nothing else matter except, getting right, raising your vibration, raising your frequency, bro. Nothing. Real talk.
That's deep. I like that. Know yourself.
You got to know yourself, man.
Clarkson, what do you want to say on that?
Honestly, bro, that was like straight beyond accurate because, for me, my personal journey of like self-realization, it was a lot of ego involved, obviously. So I had to realize and identify with the ego and versus my actual power versus what I thought I could do versus what I could actually do. And it's crazy because my ego was actually weaker than my true potential. I mean, what I'm saying, like, I was thinking I could do this, but in reality, I could do way more than what I thought I could really do. So I didn't realize that until I actually learned myself. And then once I learned what I could do, it made me, my ego actually dropped and I was able to do way more. So for the people in the chat and the people who are listening to this, you gotta sometimes put the ego to the side, and when you do that, it might feel like you're losing something, like you're losing power, you're losing confidence. But when you go that another avenue and learn from yourself and what you can do, you realize you can do way more than what you actually thought you could do. And when you get to that point, it's almost like in an anime, like you're so powerful, it's like you don't even react to things that aren't on your level, and it's not like an arrogance, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm above that, and so. That's what I think we should be getting to. Learn about yourself, and you'll reach a potential that's way past what you ever dreamed of.
That's a fact. People got potentials. Like
tap into that potential.
Yeah, you gotta really get to know yourself at the bare minimum, at least, to really spark it up. Meditation, that's definitely the other day. The other day too. Matter of fact, I think it was it Friday? I think it was Friday, yo. I went into a deep little trance on at like 3 a.m. meditation wise, and that's what really got me to knowing too what was about to happen on that Saturday. I just felt that it didn't feel right. You feel me? So you feel me? A lot of people, bro, man, it's just that simple fact of just getting to know yourself, get to know beyond what you know. Like, stop being stuck on the same frequency. Like, switch up your arguments daily.
Yes, be comfortable with the unknown. Yeah. That's Chris. My boy Chris told me this. Like, you gotta be raised to not know the unknown.
Yeah, like don't think. Yeah,
it's that next level. When you can be comfortable with that, it's like you know your potential is beyond you, but it's also a part of you at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like you really don't know how much more powerful you get. And if you really think about it, you really look deep. There is no limit because you make the limit.
Yeah,
and so when you get to that point, it's like whoa. It's like a whole. Like when I got to that realization, it was almost scary. To was like, what can I not do?
Yeah,
that's what I got to the point of. But yeah, it takes a while to get there. You got to break through so many walls of society to even get that.
Nah, it is. You just got to really buckle down. And a lot of people is going to take a situation to happen. I ain't going to lie. That's the sad thing about it. You know, a lot of people is going to take yeah.
You know, I couldn't accomplish something. My biggest fear as a child was that I don't know what's going to happen once I fully accomplish everything I was meant to do. Like, I was so scared of my own potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always felt as if there was something more greater beyond. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that too. They feel like there's not one thing that they're good. There's like an infinite amount of things that they can get into. The greatest ever at it, and they're just so scared of their own potential, and they're taught to be scared of their own potential too. They're taught by people, you know, pick one career, pick one field, go down one path, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't align with any of the options that have been given to you, there's a problem with you somehow. Once you finally break that fear, and there's other ways you could do it too. Learn how to be humble. It's basic things that help people raise their vibrations. Because I want to give y'all some practical steps. Y'all in the chat, right? You can learn to be humble, be nice, patience, like courage, attack your fears. It's not about unlocking your higher self. Isn't about jumping off a building and saving 3 kids and doing anything like that.
Exactly.
Don't let talk to you disrespectful. Don't let people get away with things that are wrong. Don't attack nobody, but you know what I'm saying? Like, hold yourself accountable. Be more responsible. Eating more. These are all the simple, necessary things that everybody needs to do on a regular basis. It's like, it's a constant, everyday thing. And even when I say things like that, people get to a point where like, oh, I don't want to do things every day. You see how like you keep talking over yourself? Like, you see like shut yourself down, like what you you've created another voice in your head to keep you down. Nobody from the outside, no elite, no cop, no nothing, do anything. You are your own biggest enemy.
Straight up.
Nah, fact. You really create that world. I'm telling you, it's like this whole. It's a fact. And if y'all go through my archive stories, y'all can see it. When this whole scandemic happened. Yeah, in the beginning, I'm gonna keep it real. You like, oh, what the hell? So far as the whole mask thing, and plus I always thought it was a little funny thing anyway with the nobody see my face. But then when I really got my research, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And plus I knew, first of all, I already knew that, bro. You're not supposed to be having no mask on. You know what I'm saying? For the cases, so we know that. But I'm just bringing this up because during that whole scam, having a whole vibration of like, this is my world. I'm not gonna have no type of fear come into my world. So with that being said, I treated this whole thing like it was just a joke, and that's how my vibration came off. Meaning, what I'm saying is, like, I walk into stores with no mask, none of that, and just really like, bruh. Sometimes some people I give eye to eye, like, nigga, you already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Just give me my stuff and we out of here. But that was just also me creating my own world. I'm not a part of this whole weird shit y'all got going on. So therefore, that gave the vibration of other, like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever's gonna enter my world is gonna already know what's going on. Because, you know what I'm saying, I created my own world. I didn't create fear. I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean, right? Like, people just so fear to the point
And
that,
that's the hardest thing to do, bro. To
nah,
create your own world and within the world where everybody in the world is doing one thing and you doing the opposite. That's the hardest thing to do.
it is. That's why, I wish I could go Buddhist monk status, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard, bro. If I knew what I knew when I was like, oh, I found some way to
Bro,
really go in the mountains and go Buddhist monk.
You mean like you have all the time in the universe.
Yo, your joint was breaking up, bro. I ain't even hear you. Yeah, what you said?
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, I said don't even think like that. All the time in the universe, bro. This is the point in time in your experience that you figured it out, but you got all the time, bro. There's absolutely nothing, no plateau, no peak that you can't reach that somebody else has.
Facts, bro. Like Chris was telling me, this is like the prologue, bro. Like personally for me, not to cut y'all off, but I'm trying to live to like 120 years old. So I got a long way to go, bro. I got a long way to go.
Hell yeah. Nah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
There's so much stuff I can experience, man. I ain't missed nothing.
Now you're right, because even what I just said a while ago, that's a spell right there, putting yourself in a box. So that's definitely right, and I'm glad you checked that. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff like that is definitely has to be checked, bro. You know what I mean? Because even with me, I'm kind of like, if you go into my whole being existence, like I'm more of like a warlock being. You know what I'm saying? So what I say and what it really, like, I'm an empath also too. When I told you, I gave y'all story already when I did, you know what I'm saying, turn to fully X-Men mode. So that's how I know,
Right.
yeah, it's something different over here. So I definitely gotta watch what I say and my thoughts. Sure, trust me, because I've been through it already. Where just me thinking, especially with rap music, and that's why I'm like, I highly like rap as far as music goes, bro. Like all that dumb rap shit. Like I wish, like not even wish, because it's a, you know what I mean. Once again, we gotta watch what we say, but could burn all that shit up, because even that part of my life always kept me in a negative state. You know what I'm saying? And I know why. Because, bro, shit used to happen to me back to back. Like, I'm talking about movie stuff. Like stuff that you see in a movie. And I understand why, bro, because I'm not that type of being. Like, I can't play. Like, some people's like that. You gotta watch what type of being you are. Some people really cannot. They really manifest hard, bro. You might cause somebody to have a car crash just by you thinking a slight negative about him. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
We gonna have to make a video on that, what you just said. Because like you just said, I gotta make sure I don't say that, and I gotta make sure I don't think that, because you know how powerful you are. We need to make a video on the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Because we're always in our conscious mind, but we're aware of the power of the subconscious mind and the spells that we can put on it. And so it's almost like it's two different people in a way. I think we should make a video on that for sure.
Nah, we should.
Like you said, you're a warlock, so you're real powerful.
Yeah, I can't really deal with that.
I'm gonna add to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you an answer for that too. And again, more knowing yourself, the world around you, just knowing yourself, astrology, right? Now, for anybody who don't know, we're in the age of Pisces. We're at the end of the age of Pisces, and we're going into the age of Aquarius. We're going into an air sign, which knowing, understanding, new ideas. We live in the Pisces right now, where we are governed by the subconscious, because Pisces in the zodiac wheel, that's the most magical sign of all.
Yeah.
Magic, spiritual, just straight, 10% consciousness. But we're moving out of that era. We're going into a point in time now where we're about to unlock more parts of our consciousness, which means like this: instead of the ratio being 90-10, the ratio might become 80-20, 80-30, 84. We're becoming more aware of how to use our subconscious abilities. So this was, I know that the subconscious is really, but you gotta understand, you gotta look at it this way. It's all one energy. It's just on because we live in the experience that we live in points in time where one half of the energy is more potent than the other half. We're into a time now where honestly, we can flip the script. If you want the train to get it, y'all can still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
I'm like, no matter, like, and this is the way I'm thinking too. Like, I have to think this big because I need to unlock my to the best ability. We can switch it. We can make it 50-50. If you want, you may even be able to do it 90-10. You might be 90 consciously control of everything, how to astral check, teleport, all of that, and you could be 10% on subconscious. It's as long as you know how to balance yourself with the mind you want. Because something can be balanced, it doesn't necessarily need to be straight. It could be balanced this way, it could be down, it could be like, you know, a lever system. It doesn't
lever, yeah.
In the middle, you get me.
And that's that. No, you're right. That's exactly how that joint is, bro. And it.
All right. Damn. So I was distracted with the comments. So stop.
Yeah. But also be aware too, man. Be aware. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be aware of exactly, because even when it goes down to why we can't get to the state of mind or state of thinking, because a lot of people's not aware. Just like in this business I'm in, right? A lot of people, you'll be surprised, right? Bro, we making $300 in 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. Like, you seen it, bro. 2 minutes, right? But it will still people come in here and don't be aware of, bruh, I'm working 12 hours a day and not even making that. So why don't I learn this skill? Because listen, I'm aware that this is possible. So what? So off of that, off me making $300 in 2 minutes, right? Right off of that, I'm aware that what I was doing before, 12 hours working, it's something phony with that. See, like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? What's going on this frequency right here where I could change or better myself? Because now that I'm aware that this money could be made in minutes, so what I'm going to do? I'm not going to go back into that frequency, or at least I'm going to try to take myself out of that frequency. And the same thing that goes with, you know, just being spiritual and knowing about your subconscious and your conscious. Like, you got to be aware that you even have a subconscious and conscious, because people not even aware of this shit. Like, real talk, bro. People not even aware of certain spells, like certain spells they cast on themselves, as far as the language, symbols. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's another topic too, fellas. Symbols, bro.
Ooh, yeah, for that list.
So let me hold on. Let me just put one thing out here, and it's gonna be right here, and we're gonna get into it, right? With symbols, a lot of people understand that, yo, there's actually symbols on T-shirts, bro, like spells on shirts from different companies that stops your certain alignments of your chakras, like real talk, that we wear every day, and understand why we not talking how we want to talk, because it blocks your throat chakras. You know what I'm saying? Certain vortexes in your chakra points. I'm telling you, bro. So that's definitely a fire topic to get on, yo. Symbols, bro. And that's how deep this shit gets. You know what I'm saying?
Symbols. Yeah, I'm putting on the list.
Definitely. And there's something too I learned from Naga when I was talking to him too. Like, he said, for me, when I was talking, he was like, you should go into learning more about the 42 laws of Maya. Because I ain't gonna lie, the first time I read the 42 laws, I'm like, there's at least 6 or 7 of these laws I can't follow. Like, I told myself in that book, I can't follow these laws. Is if somebody does XYZ thing to me, I gotta break these laws. Like, I started thinking, like, why am I like that? Man, why do I feel the need that I can follow a universal principle that's supposed to, you know, give me extra abundance? And one of the things that he told me is, like, one of the laws of Maya is you shall not be cursing anybody. But what happens when you curse? You cursing. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I didn't understand it that way too. There's a lot of laws and things that, as we're coming into your spiritual growth, you start to realize, oh, I saw something one way, but now that I have more experience, now it's like I see it another. Like, it's like reading a good book. You might read it the first time, you wait a year, 2 years, you come back to the book, you're like, wow, this book got like 20 different things that wasn't in it the last time. It's not that the book changed.
Yeah, it's a fact. Real talk.
Your world as you age. So now back and you look at these things, you start to realize. So I'm personally trying to work on right now is curse a lot less. Like, I'm trying to catch myself and just like use different words instead, because one of my teachers back in high school told me you shouldn't be cursing, but I didn't know why he was saying that, nor was he had a level himself where he necessarily understood why you shouldn't. Understand now why you shouldn't curse, and I'm just like, oh, it's every day.
Can I comment on that though? Let me comment on that part though too, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do that. Say a lot. You know what I'm saying? You see me a lot, and I did say that like, yo, I gotta chill, and I do. Especially around that, you know what I'm saying? Just only because of principal reasons too. Like, you don't want your baby. I got a 10-year-old daughter. You don't want her to think that that's cool, regardless of what. Right. And another thing I want to do too, because honestly, right? I'm gonna be real. The other day I called this lady, I'm not gonna say a lady, this goddess. I called her queen, and she checked me. She was like, yo, God, don't call me that no more. Da da da. I'm like, why? And she showed me something. She showed me something that said that queen meant like you know what I'm saying. And I forgot what is it? It's in my notes or something. Though. I always write stuff like this down just to check it. But like basically, queen means like bitch or some shit like that. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, and also, bruh, we going off the word semantics thing. We got to go off vibration and heart feeling, right? Because basically what I'm saying is just like cursing, right? Bruh, I could win something right now and be like, ah! You feel me? On some good feeling. So I'm just saying, it's also on your vibration. Because I even started telling the girl too, because I was trying to tell her, like, I understand what you're saying, but you gotta understand, bruh, there's a lot of words that you're saying right now that I could be like, stop saying. So it's all about, I can't just say I'm gonna stop calling you queen or call her queen because, you feel me? Okay, you found that, because that's the same way I feel about more. Like what people say more believes, I believe that is something else because of my research predated what y'all believe. But who is me to say stop saying more, because you're not saying it of a bad malicious plate in your heart. So we're only dealing with heart chakras and how you feel, how you're aligned. So that's why I'm just trying to say some words, because at the end of the day, our main word, honestly, our main language, I'm telling people, because I just talked to somebody from Nigeria. He was like, yo, this is the main language. He's speaking French. I'm like, are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, bro, our main joint is silence, bro. That's our main language. Silence. Shut up. Silence. People understand. That's actually frequency. It's not even silence. It's frequency. You know what I'm saying? Our real ancestral word is with what the Sand people speak. That's our main that's frequency. That's reaching tone to the earth, giving the universe our vibration. You know what I'm saying? So they can answer back to us. That's our so I'm only bringing that up. But sometimes we don't gotta really dip into the word semantics because it's all lower vibrational. So that's like even educational people that want to come, learn how to, listen, bro. You feed me. Get out of my face with that. I don't care about none of that biblical Israel. Even rappers, when they want to come at me with that Israel, I don't care about that. What are you saying? Let me feel something from the soul. Something I could feel. I don't care if you know all these damn words. That's corny, bro. Shout out to Papoose. He's inspired with it, but you know what I'm saying? It's corny because it's all lower vibrational. None of it is giving us a frequency. That's why they made the language. They had to know. Will you think, these crackers used our knowledge and really made it smart? You think it's for a reason? They had to get stepping stones to shut our frequency down. You know, feel me? They started with the little Portuguese language. Then, you know, feel me? Oh, it couldn't work. A little vowel. You know what I mean? We still feel a little frequency. Okay, Latin, because now look, the vowels. Say all the vowels. None of it touches the roof of your tongue to give you that frequency. You know what I'm saying? So you to reach out to the universe. So that's why I be saying, it's all about heart and righteousness, Honestly, they made us in this place that you got to build your own world. So sometimes, bro, you got to say F-U-C-K. It is what it is because you release that frequency. You feel me? And just like when you have $10, right? And it's another thing that lowers a lot of people's vibration. They don't understand it because it used to be me. I used to feel like, feed the world, like do better. You get back stuff if you give to people. It is. We got to impact the world. But honestly, bro, you got to think about yourself because if you have $20, bro, you feel me? And somebody's asking for that $10 or $15 and you need your $20 for the rest of the week, bruh. If you get that $20 up to him and you feel some type of way and be like, I need this money, bro, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? That's you just lowered your vibration, your frequency. You understand? Because you know that you needed that $20. That's how I used to always do that all the time. And I used to always be like, damn, why I never get back? Because at the end of the day, I'm giving something up that I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? because you don't got $20, which is cool. Now, if I have it now, definitely share with your brother if he needs it. So it's like this type of situation, right? If I know I'm gonna make this $20 10 minutes later, right? Or it's nothing for me to make money, of course I'm gonna give somebody my last $20. But I know if I'm at the edge, bruh, I know that rent need to be paid, all of this stuff like that, bruh. And I know for a fact that, yo, like, especially if you could get this $20, because I've been in that predicament, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? My niggas, I've been in that predicament. And I felt bad. Like, I felt low on myself. Like, damn, like, I just gave my man my last money and I really needed that. And that really lowers your frequency, bro. I'm telling you, that's a frequency lower right there. Especially, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you really need that money. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man, that word somatic is all about righteousness. That's my whole thing. It's all about your own righteousness.
That's
your heart, like.
Yeah, like, it's your intent. Like, what was the intent behind the action? 100%. Because, like, you're right. Like, every single last word we're using right now is evil. Like everything we saying, we opening our mouth, if we're not completely in silence, it's evil. So it really is, what is the intent behind the word? I know with me, usually when I curse, most of the time I have like sarcastic, intent with it. So I'm gonna learn how to control that more. And like you said, like, if somebody is really talking wild, you know what I'm saying? Check them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta, like, yo, you can't. No, don't do that. Like, you gotta check them sometimes. That's a fact. It's your intent. It's the intent behind all the things that you say and do. Oh, and it's like this. That's just. It goes back to, like we said, like, more knowledge more people are putting routines together to get their things done and right. The better it is, and the more you just come to accept your potential, your infinite self, bro, you start to break away from these concepts and ideas. Because who is a person who is the voice in my head to tell me I can't take the language that I was given, I'm supposed to be, and transmute it into something good? Am I not infinite? Am I not God? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say I can't take this language and then make it something good? I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. And I know my intent ain't evil. I ain't on no Aleister Crowley. I know good. You can't tell me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you.
Yo, that's why my bad to cut you off, King. But that's why I got on, because what the bro was talking about symbols. Like, we see where other cultures have took the sorcery and used it for their benefit. So if we see something on the t-shirt that may program us to think a certain way, why don't we take that sorcery and that same way of thinking, but do it for our benefit, to reprogram ourselves and reprogram the people that we want to bring in our frequency? You feel me? So use that. It's a game. Like, it's a game there, but they using it for their benefit. So you got to learn how to take that same game and use it for yours. You feel me? So put your own message on your shirt. If one dude feel like for him cussing brings him a certain frequency, so he got to cut the cussing out, cool for him. But just understand that you on a different frequency, and cussing may be something that benefits you in a different way. Yeah. You feel it's all about you. Like, you are it, bro. It's nothing. You can't look outside of nothing but yourself. All a game. You feel me? But yo, I'm out of here. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Love.
Peace. That's fire. That's fire.
That was powerful.
Because I
just that's transmuting right there.
Facts.
Transmuting
that's how
energy.
I feel. I ain't want to really say it, but that's how I feel sometimes. I feel like, yo, person brings the vibration up. Man, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what I said, I want to watch it because, of course, the society we around, you don't want to bring it to the kids too much until they get older. But even if my daughter come in here, it is what it is, because none of this language is supposed to be spoken anyway. All of this is a curse. But we're not saying it in a malicious, or we're not doing it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our beings already know what it is. Our ancestors already know what it is. They know that we about to take over. As long as we keep to that same mindset and unity, it's all good, man. It's all good. We definitely got to tap on symbols, though.
Yeah, here's my 2 cents on the language thing. Since I believe the universe has gifted me with the power to not fall into that curse. Because if y'all don't notice, I don't curse at all. If you don't notice,
so that's fire.
But and so because of that, my perspective on it is like both of them were saying, it's energy and interpretation. So for the same person, like if someone would curse at me with good intentions, I would feel the energy of the good intentions versus the negative intentions. And so when it comes to should you curse or not, I feel like they said, it's all about your intention. But on top of that, another layer I want to add is do the proper knowledge to the language and be aware of the negative and positive effects of the word. Right. So if you know that on a general standard, when somebody curses, they're saying they're angry or whatever, or it means some type of thing, you want to be aware of that. So don't put it in your vocabulary as a regular. Only use it for certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Just because of your awareness and the potential effects that it could have. So that's what I would say. Because y'all know I don't curse at all, but there are times where I get angry and I want to say something. But I'm like, you know what? Do I want to give off this vibe, or do I just care about expressing myself? Mm-hmm. What's more important at the time? So just be aware of it. Don't just be like, I don't care about nobody, so I'm going to curse anyway. Don't be that. And also don't be, I don't want to curse because, you know what I'm saying? It's a middle ground. You know what I'm saying? So that's my perspective on it. As someone who never curses, doesn't curse at all.
No, that's a fact.
That's
bro.
what I'm about to say.
And definitely stay on that frequency because, yeah, man, that's the best frequency to be on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
For sure.
That's another beautiful thing about us being our own God's beings, but all being connected at the same time. It's infinite. You can go down your path, and I can go down my path, and it's infinite. You know what I'm saying? Like even with a one of us has a different zodiac chart placement. Like we all could have been born on the same day, like 1 second apart from one another. We are all three completely different beings based on that alone. You know what I'm saying?
And location too.
Like, and that's a fact too.
Yeah.
And it's like when you realize everybody has their own path they gotta go down. We are all connected in one, which means there's that underlying thing that connects all of us. But how we express it and how we get to that point, nobody's wrong. It's just a different perspective. We gotta. A lot of people living in this idea that something is good and something is bad. That's a made up concept. It's just a different perspective. It's just a different perspective. That's it. That's it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, a whole video on perspective, just talking about that too.
And it's that simple, yo. It's that simple, like, bruh. And that's why most arguments and fights and killing is very pointless, because it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you believe, all right. Like, okay,
it's just a misunderstanding of perspective. That's all it is. Misunderstanding. Like, I thought you meant this, so wow. That's all it was.
Even with me, bro, I've been a joking type of kid, because I've been a fat kid all my life, but nobody could joke on me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna gun you down like I'm the flyest person in the world. Because I feel that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, so that's how it is, bro. For real, family.
That's a fact. Yeah, we might have to make a bigger video on that too, because I made a small video on perspectives. We might have to make a group video about just perspectives in general and opinions that people like to push on us. We might have to do that too.
So that's a fact, man. That's a fact.
It was fire in my heart today to get some information out. Let me get my brothers in this, because I know they got some topics. Like, we learn each other every day, taking bits and pieces and creating our own universes, bro. Like that's what this is about. That's what this is about.
That's a fact.
Well, that's a fact, man. So y'all definitely holler at me. You know, I gotta get back to the business. So y'all know the drill. You all right?
Oh, of course.
Definitely catch y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace. Peace.
This is gonna be the official T.W.B episode 4. We lost the last one, but don't worry, this one was better. This one was better.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you save it, and then we should be good. All right, cool.
Catch you guys next time.
Peace.